Hello everyone and welcome back to the Everyday English Chit-Chat channel. I'm Janvi.
And I'm Ryan. This is your cozy corner of the internet to practice easy, real-life English conversation. We are so happy you're here.
Quick check-in, Ryan, how are you doing today?
I'm doing really well, actually. I had a busy morning, but I took just 5 minutes to sit quietly with my coffee. No phone, no rushing. It felt like I was coming back to myself. How about you?
I love that, I'm doing great. And your coffee moment is actually perfect for today's topic. Today, we are talking about loving yourself, not in a selfish way, but in a healthy way, like taking care of yourself and respecting your own time.
Exactly. We're going to share some simple self-love habits you can use in real life. And Janvi, I think the best place to start is with this simple truth. The way you treat yourself becomes your standard.
Yes, it's like an invisible rule you teach other people. It's almost like an inner price tag. When you value yourself, other people follow your lead.
But when you don't value yourself, you accidentally teach people the wrong lesson. Like when you say yes to helping someone, even when you are exhausted. Suddenly, you become the yes person, and your energy just drains away.
Which leads us perfectly into our next point. Because if you are always the yes person, you eventually run out of energy. That is why we need to talk about boundaries.
Boundaries. That is a great English vocabulary word. A boundary is your personal limit. It's knowing what is okay and what is not okay for you.
And boundaries are not walls. They are more like doors. You can still be a warm, kind person, but you get to decide who comes in and when to close the door so you can rest.
That's a beautiful way to look at it. But setting boundaries can be hard, especially if you have the sorry habit.
Oh, the sorry habit. This is so common. People apologize for simply existing. Sorry, I'm asking a question. Sorry, I'm tired. Sorry to bother you.
Right. Of course, you should apologize if you make a real mistake. But don't apologize for being human. When you say sorry too much, you send the message that you don't deserve space.
You don't need to shrink yourself to make other people comfortable. You absolutely deserve space.
So, we talked about how we communicate with others. But what about how we talk to ourselves?
The inner critic, that little voice inside your head that says, "You're not good enough," or "You always fail."
It's like living with a bully, but the bully is inside your own mind. And the scary part is, we often believe that voice like it's a fact.
Here is a simple trick to fix negative self-talk. Talk to yourself the same way you would talk to a good friend. You would never look at your best friend and say you are useless. So why say it to yourself?
Exactly. When you catch a negative thought, stop and ask yourself one question. Is this a fact, or is this fear?
Fear makes small mistakes look huge and scary. But facts are like a flashlight. They show you reality. When you make a mistake, don't use it as proof that you are bad. Use it as feedback. It's just information for next time.
Once your inner voice becomes kinder, setting those boundaries we talked about becomes much easier. But a lot of us are people pleasers. We hate saying no because we feel guilty.
Guilt has such a loud voice. It tells you that saying no makes you a bad, selfish person. But saying no is not cruel. Sometimes, it is the most caring thing you can do for yourself.
Let's give our listeners some easy, no, sentences they can borrow. How about, "I can't today, but thank you for asking."
Or, "I'm not available this week. I need to rest tonight." Notice how short those are. You don't need to give a 5-page essay explaining why you are saying no.
Over-explaining is a trap. When you finally start saying no, something amazing happens. You get your space back. And in that space, you can actually feel joy again.
Yes, you stop doing things that drain your battery, like doom scrolling on social media or hanging out with negative people, and you start protecting your energy. Even when you practice all of these things, life will still be hard sometimes. You will still have bad days.
And that is why we need to talk about bouncing back. To bounce back means to recover after something difficult, like a failure or just a really stressful week.
People who love themselves bounce back faster because they don't punish themselves. They say, "Okay, that was hard, but I am still here."
And the best way to bounce back is to look for one small win. Not a huge victory, just something tiny, like, "I got out of bed," or "I went for a 10-minute walk."
Small wins build confidence. It's like building a strong wall with tiny bricks, and to do this you have to forgive yourself. Drop the heavy backpack of old guilt, and give yourself a fresh start.
Well said, Janvi. Let's leave our listeners with one main thought today. The way you treat yourself teaches people how to treat you. Choose one small way to upgrade how you treat yourself this week.
If you enjoyed today's chat, Please leave a comment below telling us, what is one small way you will be kinder to yourself this week?
Thanks for joining us on the Everyday English Chit-Chat channel. Keep practicing, keep learning, and remember to be kind to yourself. Bye everyone.
See you next time.